Yo guys, this is Acid and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be running through with you how to make a house track in 10 minutes. So if you don't know, very quickly, I'm a beatboxer and I use a thing called a loop station. This is the loop station RC505 by Boss. In my opinion, it is the best loop station on the market. Nothing really compares with it. You can do so much. You've got built-in effects. You can put effects on your voice. You can make loads of weird sounds, or you can just use it to loop things. And yeah, we're going to make a house track, 10 minutes. Let's see how we go. So I've got a few things already loaded into the looper here, okay, and this is just to help me to remind me of certain ideas that I might want to put into the song. So just a little beat, just a few chicka chickas, nothing too crazy. Again, very simple house beat. So we're going to be recreating these sounds. I'm going to be showing you how I make them with my voice, etc. So what I'm feeling is a bit of a funky house track, maybe a bit of a disco house track. So that's what we're going to go with. So first of all, I'm going to create a kick drum. So obviously the first thing we need for a house track is a nice, big, thick kick drum. So I'm going to use a bit of dynamics. Okay, so this really brings out my voice, as you can hear. My voice is a lot louder, a lot clearer. I'm also going to use an EQ. So now my voice is even clearer. You can really hear the bass. And we're also going to use a filter, okay? This just makes it more crispy, and we get some of that high end as well in the kick drum. So I just like to do kick drums with the side of my mouth. It should sound like this. And I'm literally just going to record one of them, loop over, so it's just going to go over and over and over again. I'm going to use a metronome as well, which is built into the system, just to help me keep on time. Alright, I like the sound of that. Now, what else do we need for a house track? Obviously, we need some hats. So we might use some of the ones we've already got built in here. Very nice. I'm going to recreate those hats, do them again. Okay, so I've added a bit of an EQ to my voice, just a bit of a different EQ from the kick drum. We don't want it to sound too fat, too loud, too hard sounding for these hats. We want them to be nice and soft. So let's just run with some little very simple, just a nice thing to dance to, easy on the ears. So let's play that with a kick drum and then I'll record it. I'm also going to do exactly the same thing, just with a little bit of reverb, which sounds like this. So let's add that to the beat we've got. Very subtle, but it's there. Okay, now we've got to recreate this part. Very, very simple. That's obviously very rough. I recorded it in about 10 seconds. We're gonna take our time a little bit more with this. So all it is just some hats, some chicka chickas, and a couple of snares. Okay, so let's record that. I always like to record with the stuff I've already got, just so you can get an idea of the track building up, and you're not just recording parts separately here and there. So let's play what we've got. Okay, now it's time for some claps, I think. We don't want to go too hard. I like to layer up my claps and my snares, but we don't want to do too many because it is a house track. It is supposed to be light on the ears, something to dance to, something to vibe to in the summertime, you know. Nothing too big. We don't want these massive snares really coming through the mix and smashing you in the face. That's not going to be nice. That's not really the vibe we're going for. So we're just going to do some claps, something like... and maybe some snares with the lips. And maybe so let's just record over that. I'm going to delete the track here so we've got some space. Now time to add a few snares. That's quite nice. I quite like that. Nothing too hardcore. Okay, so now basically what we want to do is we want to add some percussion. Okay, so I'm going to do some percussion sounds with my voice. Stuff like... Let's try that with some dynamics and EQ. Also, I like making these sounds for house tracks. I don't really know what to call it, but you basically put your tongue up to the roof of your mouth and you go... And if you kind of open up your mouth, oh, and then close it, it makes a different sound, makes a different pitch. So it's going to do that sound with maybe some clicks and some, which gives it that kind of disco feeling. It's kind of like, I don't know what you call it, sort of Indian drums, tablas, I think they're called, something like that. Congas as well. Just to get that kind of disco feeling, that's what we're going for, a nice funky little tune. Here we go, let's just play around, see what sort of percussion parts we can come up with. Alright, I think that sounds pretty cool. So what else do we need? Guys, we need a bass line. We need a big, dirty bass line for this cheeky little house tune, don't we? What have we got here? So that's something I made earlier. Let's see if that tune will go with it. Hey, I think it does, you know. But we're going to recreate it. I want to show you how to create the bass sound on the loop station. So there is a setting built into the loop station. It's called guitar to bass. This changes your voice into a bass line. So obviously it was originally intended so you could play a guitar line and you put that on and it would turn the guitar into a bass line. But we like to use it for our voice. So if I put it on, Harry, let's turn that off for now. I always like to use a filter with my guitar to bass because otherwise it sounds a bit dirty, it sounds a bit nasty, there's a lot of noise going on. If we put a filter, that changes a lot. So I've messed around with the filter, I've got it sounding pretty nice. So if I was just to do the bass now, it would sound like this. As opposed to this. So big difference there. So we're basically going to recreate this bass line that I made earlier, make it sound really nice to go with the beat. Alright, I'm liking the sound of that. That sounds pretty nice. So, just to recap, we have got some shakers, some more shakers, and a couple of snares. Some claps, some snares, some bit of percussion. A sexy bass line. And a kick drum. So, what else do we need, guys? Well, I'd like to add a little bit more percussion, but we might do that a little bit later. We need a melody, guys. We need a nice big melody, a nice euphoric melody, just to make everything feel good again. You know, we've been stuck in lockdown all this time, and everyone's just fed up with it. We want the summer. We want the summer. So I'm feeling some really open, beautiful, nice chords. Very, very simple chords. Maybe like 2 chords or maybe 4 chords. I don't know. Let's just jam around, see what we can come up with, okay? Just forgot how to play the piano. like what? I was just standing there playing the wrong chords, like the easiest chords in the world, just playing them wrong again and again and again. I think it's just because I've got no space, so I'm like leaning like that. I was like trying to play like that, and it's just I kept hitting the wrong notes. But man, like what the fuck? Imagine if you kept that in, just me stumbling over those notes. I will kill you. All right, guys, we've got a nice little melody, just a couple of chords, really simple. I'm going to go and add them right into the loop station. Let's go, baby. All right, sounding good. Really, really simple chords, just nice and bright, happy chords. Let's just have a listen and see if we can figure out anything else we can put into the mix before we finish up. What do we think, guys? We need a bit of voice. We need some vocals in there. Just something, nothing too hard, just a little simple vocal line, just to spice things up. Maybe some harmonies. I think we need a little bit of tambourine, you know, a couple of shakers just to make it, just to get it going a little bit more, you know, get the heart beating a bit more. I'm not talking about those claps, not the beatbox claps. We need some real claps. We need to feel the life, feel the energy, feel the we need to make it sound as if there's a whole crowd of people, a whole gathering of people all clapping along and having a great time, okay? So we're just going to do that. Obviously, it's just me. This is it. And that is how to make a house track in 10 minutes. Thank you very much, guys. It has been amazing making this music just off the top of my head for you guys. I'm going to be doing loads more of these videos. So guys, if you like this content, please like this video, and subscribe to Acid Techno Trance, the ATT Collective YouTube channel. and there's a new video every single week for you guys. Okay, so stay tuned. Laters.